Mate, in an old box, in an old journal, I pulled out something. It's evidence that I'm in a sweet spot right now. In Australia here, we have this, ripper game called cricket. But pretty much every Commonwealth country plays this game. And you know when you've hit the sweet spot, when the ball hits the bat. I've got to take a drink, mate. I'm in a tin shed here in the Noosa hinterland. It is it's like a sweat house, mate. So what was I saying? You know, in the game of cricket, yeah, you know you've hit the sweet spot when the ball strikes the bat and there's like a deep click sound, it's just a thing of beauty. And the ball comes off the bat. If you're in America, you'd be playing baseball with this analogy. But when you hit the sweet spot, the ball just goes, it literally accelerates off the bat faster than what it came at you, the speed that it came at you. When you hit a sweet spot, it's a beautiful thing because there's no kind of shock, there's no vibration where when you hit that wrong spot and it just shatters through your body. There's nothing worse than that. But when you hit a sweet spot, mate, it's gold. It's the most sought after thing in kind of racket sports or bat sports like that. So I'm in a sweet spot. I'm here to let you know I'm in a sweet spot. Now, how do I know this? Well, I'm glad you asked. A couple of years ago, late 2022, I did some training, free training from probably my favorite, or at least most consumed Christian YouTuber, Ruslan KD. That guy, you know that guy. If you know, you know, Ruslan. And he's got a range of channels online, Ruslan KD, Bless God Studios, Mastering YouTube Live, I think it's something like that as well. And he is a Christian, first of all, and then he's a creative, an entrepreneur, a gun at YouTube Live streaming. And look, I've done a bunch of trainings from him. One of them paid, and a few little tidbits that he throws out every now and again for free. And so the first thing I ever did from Ruslan was, I think it was called, well, on the front, look, I found this in an old journal. Yeah, I've just done an interstate move and I'm going through boxes, still unpacking. And I went through an old journal from 2022.
That jump hook in the post is his.
Stephen Curry limps in pain with ankle injury after Jordan Poole. Okay, sorry about that. Just clicking on the laptop here. The first training I ever did from him for free was a little thing. I'll just hold it up there. It says Vision, the Road to Impact. I'm pretty sure this was on like a Finding My Niche kind of little free handout thing that you could download. And he's got a little training here called Vision, the Road to Impact, where the needs of the world, can you read that? Where the needs of the world and your talents cross, there lies your vocation, a quote from Aristotle. And so you had to go through this little worksheet here, little Venn diagram. Don't you love a good Venn diagram? And write down a couple of lists, what you love doing, what the world needs, what can you get paid to do, and what you're good at. And therein lies your mission, vocation, profession, passion, purpose. And I did this little thing just to, nut out some of the things that would help me get started on my YouTube career, which is underway now, as you know. And so you had to fill in the lists below. Okay, these are the Venn diagrams and filled out in lists. Brainstorm and feel free to write down anything that applies to that category. You may already know what your niche is, but this practice may bring clarity to your current idea. Once this is complete, reference this page to fill in your diagram on the following page. So there's some application questions at the end based off your diagram. What's your purposeful niche? who do you want to speak to on your YouTube channel? Like who's your avatar, ideal avatar? And then how do you want to impact your audience on YouTube? So look, I started doing this. I've done the first top 2 columns. I'm going to read them out to you as kind of evidence that I'm in a sweet spot. And again, the time between late 2022 and now, early 2025, I had to stop this because circumstances involving the end of the pandemic in Melbourne, Australia, with losing a job to renovating and selling our family home, to then caring for my father-in-law, to caring for my own father, being full-time carer, traveling internationally to do that once the borders all opened up again post-pandemic, to then being at home. And I've shared this in previous episodes. It for me, as a kind of, I guess I think I'm an undiagnosed ADHD 50-plus-year-old, that's not as high functioning as I once was. I have needed to kind of compartmentalize and press pause, literally, on YouTubing at various stages and focus on other things, other real needs and pressures of my day-to-day life, particularly as it's related to caring for father-in-law and father in their literally last days, weeks, and months before they slipped into eternity. And so I kind of joke with people that I'm either leading people to eternal life or into eternity. I've had, I think I've had about five blokes pass away either in my arms or right before me, which is a topic for another video, and the things I've learned from that. Woo, oh my goodness. But anyway, sweet spot. I'm in a sweet spot. I know this because when I did this little worksheet thing a couple of years ago, this is what I wrote down. This is what you want to hear, yeah? So, what are you good at? Now, obviously, I'd stepped out of like a 26-year teaching career, roughly, and this was the stuff I loved doing as a teacher. And if you know you're an ex-student of mine, you can either bear witness to that this helped you, or maybe haunted you, annoyed you, or you adored me for it. But these are some of the things that I've been good at as a teacher, and what I figured was like, just this is just who I am. If you cut me, this is what I bleed. So what are you good at? I wrote this down, yeah, as a way of clarifying what I could be online as a YouTuber. And so this is what I'm good at. Ready? I've written 10 things. It's just first 10 things that came to mind. First thing, number 1, communicating. Now, again, this is in my humble opinion and what I've had feedback from for many decades as a teacher, from students and staff alike, parents. This is what I'm good at, communicating, okay? Communicating, number 1. Number 2, thinking or responding on the fly. Yeah, so just at the drop of a hat, being able to respond. Number 3, using analogies to convey hard truths. I love me some hard truth, but I also love to make those hard truths palatable. And the easiest way to make things palatable is to use analogies. And Jesus did the same thing. He massive hard truths, told parables. Parable, story. Number 4, inspiring and motivating. Yeah, that's something that I definitely feel I've been good at and had a lot of feedback about that. Number 5, teaching, being able to teach and break down things and deliver things. Okay, number 6, asking the right questions. I love asking questions, yeah? Putting it back onto you. I've done that so far this year and did that throughout my career, asking the right questions. Number 7, woo. If you don't know what woo means, well, look up Strength Finders 2.0. One of my favorite, probably my favorite kind of personality profiling or strength finding assessment tool that you can do. And one of my top ones is woo. If you know what woo is, just go look up woo, Strength Finders. That's kind of who I am. Number 8, coming up with ideas. Oh my goodness. I've got too many ideas, probably from my exacerbated by my ADHD. But that's okay. Coming up with ideas, I love it all the time. Too many ideas. Yeah. Number 9, holding to beliefs and values. That's definitely core in my life, very like a strength. And number 10, connecting with people. Now, I looked at this list. I literally got this out of like an old journal from a box, and I looked it up because, you know, I've started filming this year. I've just punched fear in the face and pressed record. Thank you, Sean Cannell from Think Media. And I've gone through this these notes from Ruslan that I did a few years ago, and oh my goodness, if I look back on I think it's 18 episodes I've done so far, this is everything I'm doing. I only found this a couple of days ago. I'm like, I'm doing it, I'm living it. I'm living who I am, regardless of the views or the subscriber count. I know that I'm being congruent and consistent with who God made me to be, and with also what my hard skills have been in a real life setting as a teacher in front of students face to face for close to 3 decades. So I'm not really pretending to be someone else or trying to be someone else or copying someone else. I'm just actually being the OG Marty Kuchka. So the second column is what do you love doing? Okay. Number 1, surfing. Duh. Check out the quiver back here. Oh my goodness. Surfing, basketball. I love me some basketball. Played basketball since I was a little tacker. Number 3, what do I love doing? Reading the Bible. Got my favorite big bad book over here, from Genesis through the Song of Solomon. I found this old Bible from 1842. Found it at a garage sale back in Croydon in mid-90s, and love me a weapon like that one, heavy duty sword. And love reading the Bible. Number 4, family, marriage, kids, mate. That's just what I love doing. Love being married. Love making kids. Love raising kids. Easy, Tiger. And number 5, what do I love doing? I've only got 6 out of 10 here, but anyway, what do I love doing? Renovating, timber, stone. Oh my goodness. So for the last 2 years, while I've also been, burying dads, I've been renovating. And after I had the teaching career taken away, I renovated, and it's been the engine that's undergirded our family and provided for the next project. It's been both bread to eat and seed to sow for the next journey, which has all been renovating. So I love it. Yeah, give me some Nehemiah, hardcore, ugly, broken down, derelict property. I'll turn the derelict into derelicious. There's a business name for you. And yeah, love renovating, love working with timber, love working with stone. And yeah, Dad was a brickie. And so stone, timber, I've been tinkering since I was young, but to tinker on homes that either I've had or just finished Mum and Dad's home, that's just so much fun. Love it. You know, obviously before and after, epic. Yeah. And anyway, the last one is what do you love doing? Number 6, talking smack. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I can't believe I've written these down. Talking smack. Yeah. Now, what I haven't done is what you can get paid for and what does the world need. So I still got to finish this. Yeah. I'm work in progress. And remember, I had to press pause on this because it was competing right as I was just about to kind of really go in on this. And I did some I think it was like Facebook live courses or something like that with Ruslan. I did one of them, an intensive back in late 2022, had some interaction with him on like an advice call, a video call. And we were doing little challenges and putting out videos, stuff like that. And then it hit. I had to renovate. I had to sell. I had to take care of father-in-law, then father. And so I pressed pause. And I'm happy to press pause, you know. I'm doing this now up in Queensland, and working on what I'm good at and what I love doing in video form like this. And I'm going to get to what can I get paid for and what does the world need, so that I can really clarify things more. But I'm in a sweet spot. Again, this is independent of me getting heaps and heaps and heaps of views and subscribers and all that. At the moment, I'm just actually being true to what I've been good at. And, I'm not saying I won't pivot, I won't adjust, and I won't do other things to tweak this. I will, but I'm starting with who I am. And I would want to ask you that question today. Who are you? How have you been made? The old shape. I'll do that in another video, but the old shape thing, dude, I don't even know what it is anymore. Shape, spiritual gifts, heart motivations, abilities. P stands for personality and E for experiences. If you put all those things together, that's kind of the shape. That's the shape of who you are and how you've been made to be so far. Your unique contribution. And whatever shape you are, whatever you're good at and what you love doing, that can help form a basis for a clarity of who you can be online as a YouTuber or any other type of content creator. So shout out to Ruslan. I really appreciate you, brother. Your work online as look, I don't know your offline, bro. If we were in the same country, I reckon, and we were in the same state, I'd definitely be backing you down on the one-on-one court. Take you on, brother, in a challenge. But well, with broken knees now, I don't know. I think I've had my day. But hey, Ruzi, thank you. Thank you very much for everything you are to many a Christian content creator. And I know you got your own life. You've got your real skills face to face with people as a local member in a local ecclesia. And it's ripper, bro. I just appreciate your inspiration. And look, for everyone else, if you haven't done Ruslan's little niche finder, mate, if I find a link to it or just type it in, go do it for yourself, man. Vision, road to impact. If you can get in a sweet spot, and as I've said in an earlier episode, if you can get in a sweet spot and do it for an audience of one and be content with your content, okay, you will at least be creating a video log, a diary for your own family to view your life from, hopefully many decades from now. So sweet spot. How do you get in your sweet spot? How do you move from jarring, misalignment, bad timing, not catching the reeds when they're coming through and, things are traveling through the air towards you? How do you get your sweet spot? Well, a lot of it is being in tune with who you are, how you've been made, and how when things come at you, how do you strike them? How do you strike while the iron's hot, or how do you defer from striking at that because it's the wrong time? For some, like I said, for a couple of years, I've had to dodge this. Even though it was beginning in me, I had to dodge it because I had to take care of some stuff in my real world. But now I've just, like I've recorded in episode 1 on January the 1st this year. It all started, go back to episode 1 and check that out. It all started in the early hours of January 1 this year, when I was going to just press play and watch a few clips from my favorite YouTube creators who've, I'm subscribed to. And I was about to press play. I think I did press play, and within 3 seconds, I just felt like no, don't consume, create. It's the one thing you didn't do last year. Remember, it's the one goal that you didn't hit. I'm like, whoa, okay. So I'm trying to now be in the sweet spot by obeying what I already know rather than getting more knowledge. You know, for started this journey a couple of years ago, I also got paralyzed through buying equipment, you know, setting up multiple camera angles, trying to get the lighting right, all this. And I ended up getting paralyzed by all that as well. And so here I am now, just recording with like a $10 microphone in this echoey garage. Better outside just with my phone. I got my Samsung Galaxy that I'm shooting this on. I've literally got a little, I don't even know what color that is because I'm colorblind. I think the kids said this was blue, but don't know. You tell me. I've got a bit of a blue light here. I've got a back lamp there for a bit of backlight. I'm working on the most basic stuff here. But hey, I'm getting started and I'm in a sweet spot, and I want you to be in a sweet spot too. And yeah, maybe pressing record with the few things you do know will get you started, will get you in a sweet spot, rather than waiting for the next piece of equipment or the next course. If I can just leave you one thing, just do this little thing. Just do this little thing. And fill in all of these columns, okay? So that you can get some sweet spot and some clarity, so you can get started too with who you are, okay? Who you are. There's only one you, so be that. Obviously pivot, grow, change, evolve, get better, add one little new thing every time you post something, just to keep growing and go on that journey. But sweet spots are just gold. Sweet spots. So do whatever you can to get in that sweet spot. Okay. Thank you, Ruslan, again, from me to you. Appreciate you, brother. And yeah, what a journey. So, all right, that's it for today. See you in the next video.